your favorite friends on Minifigure.
I'm Stud, and we've got the Lone Ranger set. This is
Silver Mine Shootout.
This is the second largest set, $69.99, and it comes with 644 pieces and 5 minifigures. This is also ages 9 to 14, unlike some of the other sets. Here's the front of the box.
Oh, minifigure fell.
Yeah, minifigure down already. Here's the back of the box. Hope you can see that. And so stick around after the video because I do have some thoughts on why they chose this age limit over some of the other common ones that we've seen. Also, this set is a
two-booker.
Two-booker, and there are 2 of the nice big ones.
Yes.
All right, this is a nice, good set. Let's get right to it right now. Let's zoom in! All right, here is our class of minifigures, and I know that we get Tonto and the Lone Ranger in every set, but this set, these are exclusive minifigures, and I'll go over why in just a bit. Now, we do get Butch Cavendish also in the Constitution train chase, so not an exclusive there, but our Chief, Big Bear, and Kyle are also exclusive. So really, 4 exclusive minifigures in this set, and the only overlap here is with Butch. Now I'll get into the differences and also show you a comparison on the Lone Ranger and Tonto, and we're gonna start off with Tonto. Right, so this is Tonto. You see that he has his tomahawk and he's got the crow on top of his head, and what I want to really show you here is what makes Tonto exclusive in this set. And when you pop the headgear off, and we're gonna take a look at the other side face, that is the other side face. Now, I just grabbed Tonto. This is the Tonto from every other set that he comes in. This is actually the one from the train chase, but there is, well, I'll just turn around this way so you can see for sure. But this is the same face, and actually it is even slightly different here.
That one has a smile and that one is a straight face.
Correct. So the headpiece on Tonto is completely different here in the Silver Mine Shootout. Now, all of the other printing appears to be the same, but actually no, the torso and leg printing is different also. You can see there's scuff marks all the way through. So there was, and the back torso is different also. So there you go. Completely different Tonto altogether, except for the headgear. Just to be sure, there is our headgear, which is exactly the same in all the sets. So there you go. Brand new Tonto.
Here is our Lone Ranger. We got 2 guns in its hand. We got the same white cap. We got the bandana on it. Nice face. We got some printing on the back. Front scuffed up a little bit.
That's right, and that is one of the differences, because here is the Lone Ranger that we get in every other set. And I'm just going to take these caps off so you can really see what the differences are.
And you can see this bandana is scuffed up, and with this minifigure, the bandana is not scuffed up.
Well, that is definitely one of the differences. Also, the mouth is different.
Yes.
The front torso is different.
Yes.
And the leg printing is also different. Let's take a look at the back. And we also have some scuffs on the back. So a completely new Lone Ranger, a completely new Tonto here at Silver Mine.
Here is Butch Cavendish. As you can see, he has the long hair and the hat. And one cool thing about this is that he has long hair and the hat is on top of the hair and it's one piece.
Yeah, it's connected.
Right.
Now this is the same minifigure that we do get from Constitution Train Chase.
Yes.
So the only 2 sets you can get this minifigure are the 2 highly priced ones. So Constitution is $99. This one is $69.
Here is Chief Big Bear. Again, long hair. And he also has some ponytails in it. And you can actually see the rubber band in it, which is very cool. Nice torso printing. So let's see him with all of his accessories off.
All right, here is our Chief with all accessories removed. So you can see all of that torso printing. And it also reveals the other printing on his face.
He has a necklace. Very awesome too. So here is Kyle. He's got a scarf around him, and as you can see, it's a little tie. In the back, you got a brown cowboy hat, and it's got its nice sniper in its hand.
The rifle. And just here's what he looks like with, whoop, we just pulled his whole torso off.
Oops.
But we will get the bandana off there, or scarf, and you can just see that he's got a scruffy face.
Yes.
But that is all covered up when he's got the red bandana on. All right, so that does it for our minifigures. And now let's move on to some of the extremely cool play features on this set. So just want to show you...
Nice 360 of this awesome set.
Yeah, this is the set in its entirety, and then we'll get a closer look at all of it and show you all the neat play features that it has, because there are many on this set. But I mean, if you just look at it, you know, from this angle, you can kind of see, I mean, it really does look like a mine. You know, you can just see those rocks kind of jetting out, all those sharp edges. Just the detail on it is fantastic.
The detail, and it's only like a few colors and some tracks.
I'm just going to go freehand here just to give you a better look at this set, because it is quite large, you know, bigger than the normal set. You do get, in my opinion, your money's worth for $69. So there is, it looks like a little kitchenette up here.
Yeah.
There's a smokestack, there's a cup of coffee, and we have the windows.
And it's like mining to like a nice little cabin right there.
Yeah, that's connected.
Yeah.
So people that work on the mine can live there. There's also stickers on the roof. And if we come down, we've got a barrel, we've got
a
lights.
lamp. This is something that shoots out TNT. Put a little bit
TNT, catapult.
Like in there, like TNT. Put it in there, launch it.
TNT on the back there.
Right there, if you can see that. There
is also, you know, I'm just thinking in the scene of this movie, there's also water in the scene, because we do have a waterfall.
Right here.
It
comes down and then, oops.
Yep, we have water.
Where did this go?
Oh.
Right here.
Yep, and that's a good point right there, because that is also a sticker on that brick that says "Keep Out," which is attached to the train track, just so the cart, which we'll show you in a bit, you know, can't go any further. There's also a lamp right here.
Yes.
Up top, we have a little pulley system.
And when you want the bucket, that comes right up.
Cool. And now we'll start showing you some of the play features. We're going to go over some of the exploding walls first. And actually, this dynamite should probably be set in the wall here, but there's a barrel up here, and the way this build goes is if you turn the barrel,
and when Stud's turning this, the wall will explode. Boom.
So this is the wall that came off, and the build is very similar to how some of the other walls come off, like in the bank set. There's a couple of walls that come off, but you can see when the wall comes off, what's inside? Well, I see silver, so there's a reason why people want to get in there. And just so you can see how that little build works, there is a little piece that comes out that kind of pushes that wall right off. So we'll get this back together, and it all goes back together really simple. And now we're going to show you one more wall. And if we turn the mine around, you can see that there's dynamite planted here as well. I'm just going to move the camera up a bit. And if we just push this in, boom, and there goes another wall coming off. And the way that works, you can see that the dynamite would be here, and then you push it, it raises, and that's what forces this wall to come flying off. So good design, and it's kind of, I mean, like if you didn't know it was there, if you didn't know it was a play feature, you know, you wouldn't know to push this, you know, to push this in and have that come off. So really good design. Again, I'm gonna take this piece of dynamite out, and there's a catapult. So you can see this is gonna be, again, another action-packed scene in the movie, and Minifigure is gonna demonstrate how the catapult works.
What? Oops.
And it's probably gonna launch towards us, right? Probably launch like that.
Yeah.
So here, let me put the dynamite in for you.
Put the dynamite in and I'll shoot pretty.
All right, let's see. Oh,
Whoa,
wow.
that shoot far. That shoot actually over Stud's head. Because I hit it pretty hard.
Dead. Also, I'm gonna now slide up, and I'm gonna show you another feature right here where on the inside here, it's kind of like a flick fire. And as you can see it right there. And now if you hit this, you can see that that comes off. Now I didn't hit it well, but I imagine in the movie that this will come flying off of the building. And we can just put it right back, just fits right in. One of my favorite play features of the set, there are a couple, is the boulder on top. And you can see this tan boulder up on the top of the mine there. And there's also a handle right here. So let's see, Minifig, give it a crank. Come on. And watch that. And the boulder comes flying off now. There's nothing inside it, but I guess if you wanted, you could put some things inside it. Just to show you how that works. Well, I'm gonna have to take this off to show you how it works, so bear with me for a second. But see how that works. There is
this little dot right there.
a little jumper piece,
and there's this cranker, and that lifts that up, and then how you can't bring it all the way up, you do it, and it makes it go flying because of the force of it.
That's all over the place. All right, so now let's show you how this thing cranks down. So we do have...
So we have like a little wheel right here.
Yep.
And we'll just crank it like any other Lego string. This is what it would probably be used for. So it just cranks all the way down.
And that's how you can make deliveries to...
Right, so say something's in there, we'll turn it back, and we'll go with this, like that. We'll take this down, get our silver out, put that in the bucket.
And then bring it right back up.
Put it in. That would probably be a really awesome scene in the movie when that happens. Because we will see it and we will keep you posted on that. But anyways, that's how that works.
Now, there's also a slide on this set, so we have Tonto, and let's see, we're gonna slide Tonto, nice, right into that container, and then he's just pushed all the way across. Now, we don't know if it's gonna be Tonto coming down the slide or not, but there's a slide, and then upstairs there looks like a barrel and a bottle.
But this barrel is not a trap.
And also these flaps right here you put on just to make sure
I want to see what it
that
looks
the slide
like.
is open. So if you wanted to block the slide,
Let's see what that
you could
looks
put
like.
that up, and then no one will be able to slide into
Right.
the little barrel.
So that would look like this.
The ladder is also on a hinge. All right, well you just saw all the play features of this set. All right, tell me what your favorite part was.
Well, my favorite part of this video was like when Tonto came down the slide, we shoot the cart over, I shoot it back, and then Tonto went in, shoot it, and boom.
So you like that part?
That was really cool. But also all the other play features with this.
Did have a lot of play features. Now, I am going to compare this set to something you may not be ready for. I am going to compare the set to the Palace Cinema. And I think that's why they put the 9 to 14 on it. As you can see, you know, as you just saw when we zoomed in, you get a lot of 1x1s. You get the small cheese slopes, all throughout the mine, how make it all raggedy and jagged. It reminded me a lot of building the Palace Cinema. Just the color scheme, that tan is in the Palace Cinema. A lot of the same pieces are in the Palace Cinema. Now, of course, it's not as elaborate. It's not a modular.
Right.
But I think this is as close as you can get to a modular without actually being a modular. And the other point on that are the train tracks. When I first saw this set at Toy Fair in New York, I saw that it had train tracks, and I'm trying to get footage for the channel and stuff. I didn't realize that there's actually a second level of train tracks on here. So there are train tracks that you normally have, like that the Constitution train chase uses, and then there's an inner side of tracks that are the size so you can use them for the container that's carrying the silver. So I was under the assumption that we were going to be able to connect this mine set to the Constitution train chase. And unfortunately, you can't do it without making some serious modifications to the train, because it just simply won't fit through. But if you wanted to get creative, you probably could remove parts of this set and then power this, and maybe if you had more of these, connect them together so you can have a lot of containers all powered and kind of rolling through the mine. So I would say if I had a complaint, it would be that there's no connectivity to the Constitution train chase, even though it probably isn't an accurate depiction of the scene. I just think it would be neat if you were able to take, the train track pieces, connect them, have the train running through it. I just for playability and just for imagination, yes. I think that that would have been a good idea. All right, so that does it. Let us know in the comments what you think about this Silver Mine Shootout.
Yes.
If this is a set that you're interested in, and if you'll be buying it, and Minifigure is going to be reading all the comments.
Yes, I am. I'll be on YouTube, and I'll be reading them. I'll be replying back.
So, thanks for hanging out with us. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click right there.
Right here, see this imaginary box. Right now it's imaginary while we're taking this video. And soon it's actually going to have a subscribe button right in front of my face.
So, go ahead and click Minifig's face and subscribe. How's that sound?
Awesome.
Just gonna put Alright guys, it's your creative friends. Stay creative. Peace.